Hey, pedal people, it's Pedal Guy here. How you doing? In this video, what I'm going to do is show you how to use your HeadRush Looperboard as a vocal effects processor, and we're going to get started right now. Well, hey, it's Scott at the Pedal Guy here. How you doing? Well, we're all about pedal demos, pedal knowledge, and pedal sales. I love pedals, and so do you. Now, if this is your first visit to our channel, make sure you take a second and click on that subscribe button down there and ring that bell so you can stay up to date with all of our videos. And if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to like and follow us so you can stay up to date with all of our activities, because we do post daily and we'd love to hear from you. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your HeadRush Looperboard as a vocal effects processor. Now, you might be wondering, why would I want to do this? Well, for one, we needed to start talking about vocal processors because we are bringing some vocal pedals on board, which will be here momentarily, I would think. But in the meantime, it occurred to me that the Looperboard itself is actually a very powerful vocal processor. Because not only do you get one track, one microphone, you get four. So you could literally have the entire band plug in their vocal mics into the Looperboard, and you could assign individual effects per person. So you could come up with some really great stuff, and it's very simple to do. So we're just going to dive right into it. Okay, so before we get started, I need to show you how to set up a condenser mic with the HeadRush Looperboard. Now, it's already set up for anything that's dynamic. So if you're using the usual suspects like the Shure SM57, you're fine. You don't have to do anything. You can just skip over this part of the video. But for those of you who are using a condenser mic like the GXL that we're using here, the CAD GXL3000 Black Pearl, shameless plug, we just go to the upper right corner to the three dots, go to global settings, and like the HeadRush, the Looperboard is divided up into several pages. So we just go to the third page, and right there is where the phantom power switch is, as well as the XLR ground lift. So I would suggest turning both of those on, especially if you have any noise problems in the studio that you may not be aware of. It's just kind of a precautionary measure. Once you're done, go ahead and go back out to the front. Now you can see that we already have something here on the fourth track. It's basically just a very rough scratch guitar recorded at an extremely low level. And that's just to give me something to work with when I start recording the voices. But what we want to do now is we want to set up our effects. All right, at this point now, we'll go to the effects tab and we will bring up an effect for the first slot. There's 4 slots. You can have 7 effects per slot. So that really gives you a lot of room to work with here. And you can see it's subdivided out into 6 categories. For the sake of simplicity, we're going to go with the vocal presets. It's set to input 1. Which is ideal for a live situation. If you set it to track 1, that will not apply the effect to the track as it's recording. So in this case here, we want it up front and personal. So we're going to stick with input 1. And let's go ahead and close it. And let's record our first track. There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room, in my room, there's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room. So that's pretty rockin', right? Okay, we'll go to the next effect. So we'll turn this one off for the time being, but you can turn it off and on by either using the touch screen or you can use the corresponding foot switch on the pedal board itself. So it brings that whole idea of hands-free right up there. So let's go to vocals. We're going to go with a medium reverb this time. So let's go ahead and close that. And we will go to the second track and record another take. There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room, in my room. There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. In my room. All right, so I mean, it's not the best not the best harmony in the world, obviously, but it still gives you the idea of what you can do. So from there, you could go to, say, the mixer, and you could start assigning them in the stereo field and get a different sound. So when you play it back, there's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to. So I'm sure you guys know where this is going now. So we'll go to the third slot, and this time we will bring up the medium reverb again. We'll make it nice and loud, and we'll put it right dead center. And let's record that track. There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to, in my room, in my room, in my room. There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to, in my room, in my room, in my room. Okay, so that gives you a pretty good, let me turn that effect off there. Okay, so that gives you a pretty good idea of what's possible here. Now, this is just reverbs that we're just playing with, right? So we could be playing with a whole bunch of other effects here and really get wanky out there if we wanted to. Like, for example, I could, let's just say for grins, kill off that track, that third track again, and then go back into effects, and instead of vocals, let's do lo-fi.
So it could be something like
light low, or grubby. Or I could just switch to, like, say dub. And I could go with the white echoes. And that would really fill it out. So, of course, you want to kind of flavor it to taste and start playing with everything. You don't want to, like, just go crazy. Otherwise, smoke them if you got them. But the point, though, is that you can have a lot of fun with the Looperboard as simply a vocal processor. So with some experimentation, you could come up with a great mix for the entire band, and it would negate the whole purpose of needing separate processors for everybody that would be individually in front of them. One person could be controlling all of it. It would also prevent you from having to plug into some cruddy PA system that's got a reverb that just sounds dreadful. So having it right here on the Looperboard is so much better, I think. And I love the way these effects sound. They just take a lot of work to get that sound that you're looking for, depending on the type of music you're doing, right? But in any case, this is just kind of scratching the surface of what we can do. So at this point, we're going to wrap it up. But look, here's the thing. I'd like to do more of these videos, but I need to know from you if this is something you want to see. If you don't want to see it, that's fine. We'll move on to another topic. But in this case here, I want to start working with the expression pedal, and I want to start working with all these other things to show you what you can really do, and in using it as a performance tool for other things just other than just looping. You can use it in a live environment. But I need to hear from you if that's something that you want to see. So for more information on this pedal and the other products that we carry, please visit us at thepedalguide.com. Also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks and have a great day.